She gets out the car and goes missing for hours. Yeah. Story time. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Remember that vlog I posted Friday the 13th? If you're new here, I posted a video on Friday the 13th about how me and my friend were going out and I didn't get home till 8 in the morning. Let me explain. We go out, me and my friend, I'm gonna name her Woods. So me and Woods go out. We're having a good time. We're at this club in Durham, shots after shots, and food, like we're dancing. It's a good time. I was wondering how Woods got so drunk. Like I was just confused and like, because we took the same amount of shots and I knew I wasn't drunk. So like, then out of nowhere, she comes up to me with a margarita in her hand. And I'm like, where'd you get that from? Time passed. My friend, she does a complete 180. I don't know. Like, I've seen my friend black out drunk. I've seen her get to her drunkest. Yeah, she's dancing. She's twerking on the floor. She's walking up to people's sections and stuff, like talking to them. And I'm just following her behind her because you don't leave your friend alone in the club. Hello? I was just giving y'all the backstory, but let's get to the juicy part. Let's get to the tea. I start seeing her stumble and like fall on the walls and like I'm having to get behind her and grab her. Everybody looking at her. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me get my friend. By this time, I'm already sober. No more looking for me. Get her keys, and I'm like, Woods, you can't drive. Like, hello? Do you see yourself? You can't drive. We started driving home. Her house is probably like 15 minutes from where we were at, so it wasn't that far. So we get almost to her house. We're literally like a mile away from her house. We're just at a light. At the light, you had to turn left, and then her house is probably like a mile down, and then boom, you're there. So we had to stop, like, just listening to music, chilling. I'm thinking she gotta pee or throw up. This where shit went left. Her house out the car. I watch her for like a second. I put the car in reverse. I'm yelling her name. I'm like, Woods. Like, what are you doing? Da-da-da. As soon as I park the car, I do one of these. Woods is gone. I get out the car. I'm like, mind you, it's dark. It's dark. You can't see nothing out there. And it's cold. It's probably like 30 degrees. One of the coldest nights it's been in Raleigh. I get back in the car. I said, you know how you be like, oh, it's stuff like that's not going to happen to you? I was gagged. Friday the 13th had me in a chokehold. I called my friend's last roommate. I'm like, yeah, Woods just got out of the car and now I can't find her. She's like, what? And then she's like, okay, I'm on my way. I started looking because I'm like, of course my friend took her phone. Of course she took her phone with her, right? I call her phone. It's connected to her car. But I'm hearing like vibrations. So, oh. At this point, she's probably missing for like a good 10 minutes. That my friend was missing. I don't have the password to her phone, so I'm like, hey Siri. Call mom, call mother. I don't know what she has her saved in her phone as. Call her mom like, call the police. I said, oh. Like, I don't think in my head that I knew that it was gonna get to the point that it got to. You feel me? Like, I was very much one of these. I just didn't pick up on the cues. Mind you, I just got off the phone with her mom. Called the police and they're like, yeah, her mom already called from DC. Where they live in DC is probably like 5 hours away from where we were. She's like, yeah, I'm on the way. So the police pull up. At this point, I'm sitting in a friend's car. And they're asking her questions. She's like, oh no, I just pulled up. I wasn't there when all this happened. Like, nobody believed me that my friend had just got out the car and walked into the woods. Sexy walked, by the way. One of these. Yeah, so they pull out their flashlights. The storage ran out on my phone, y'all, but I'm like, why aren't they looking in the woods? Like, they just got the flashlight like this, looking on the outskirts. And I'm like, I need y'all to go in there and get my homegirl. Like, I need y'all to hurry this shit up. They're like, oh, we can't find her. What do you mean you can't find her? Like, I need y'all to put more pep in y'all step, basically. Like, we're gonna call the firefighters to come out here with...
Niggas ain't trying to go in them goddamn woods to look for your goddamn drunk ass friend. That's what the police was saying, right? They like, looking at the woods like, no.
Thermal drone and look for her. I said, oh shit, like this is it happening in real time. Like this is a movie. It don't even feel real at this point. The firefighters come out. I'm just doing this because the way that area is set up, it's a light. The road's like this. The light's right here, and then over to the right that's where she hopped out. It's all these woods and trees, and it literally goes down in a dip like this. And then there's like this little, I don't know if it was a trail, but that's where they were at. They were on that tiny trail, and they're like, yeah, we can't find her. But as all of this is going on, they're telling me, they're like, yeah, do you think she would go to cookout? And like, they're asking me all these questions about her. And they're like, can you tell me what she had on? I said, I have a video.
Do your research on Cookout. Y'all don't know what Cookout is. I'm not sure if everybody else got Cookout, but Cookout is like a little restaurant. It's pretty cheap. Food decent too. Sorry, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Like, I'll screenshot it and send it to y'all. It was a lot to take in. They're telling me to go back and forth between her house and the Sheets because they're like, would she go to Cookout? Like, was she trying to get something to eat? Or da-da-da? There's literally nowhere to walk. I made it seem little by saying a mile, but when I drove to Sheets into her house, I was like, oh, nah. Like, no. Yeah, I'm going in her house and I'm like, Woods. I'm checking her balcony, I'm checking her room, I'm looking in her closet, in her bathroom, her laundry room. I'm going outside where she like used to walk her dog and stuff. Nothing, Nathan. I go in the sheets, I'm like, have you seen this girl? The girl's like, no. I said, well, I'll be damned. I probably did that about 2 or 3 times. I'm like, yeah, she's not there. So they end up telling me, yeah, go home. We'll put out a missing persons report for her. They're asking me all these questions about her, like how tall is she, how much she weighs, all these questions. And I'm still on 3-way with her mom. Like, I'm on the phone with her mom the whole time. Her mom's literally on the way from DC. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do with all her stuff? Because her mom was like, we'll be there by 7 in the morning. And I was like, I'll just meet you out here. Because for one, your daughter was last seen with me. Your daughter was last with me. So of course you're looking at me funny like, where the hell is my daughter? You could just take all her stuff back to her house and da-da-da. Which is weird because my friend was asking me questions when I was walking away when they were asking me to get like my ID and stuff and telling my address and everything. And she was like, how's this looking for my friend? And they were like, not good. She was last seen with her. She doesn't know where her friend is. Like, this is not looking good for her. I'm on the phone with her mom. I'm like, yeah, I'll come back and meet you out here so I can unlock the door and stuff. I'm on the way home and I just burst out crying. Like, when I said I was one of these, I won't lie. Like, I'm really bad with stuff like that. Like, I disassociate so bad when it comes to stuff like that. Just like hyperventilate, like, So I get almost home and her sister called me. They're like, they found her. Mind you, it's 4 or 5 hours later. I was like, I gotta get gas. And then I'm like 25 minutes out and then I'll be on the way wherever she is. I'm like, where's she at? They said they found her at the sheets. Okay, I skirt off. I'm speeding down the highway. I'm like, if somebody pulled me over, sir, my friend's been missing for hours. Please, we can deal with it when we get there. Just let me go. I get there and I pull up. This girl is in the back seat, like smiling. On the way there, I'm thinking like, I don't know whether to slap or hug this bitch when I see her. I don't know which one to do. The police officer, they had switched shifts already. He was like, can you back away from the car? I'm like, oh, yes, I can. I don't need no issues. I don't need no more problems today. I don't need no more problems this morning because it was morning at this point. It was 6 a.m. He's asking me, he's like, did y'all get in an argument or anything? I'm like, no, like she literally just got out the car and like left. He's like, okay, well, I have to make sure she gets in the house safe. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm sitting there at her house. I get over to her house. I'm waiting for her because the sheets is literally across the street from her house. She's sitting in the car. Mind you, it's cold. My mom has my location, so she pulled up and gave me a sweatsuit. My friend gets out the car and she has like mud up to her knees. She has mud on her ass and like twigs in her hair and stuff. She just runs. She's like, Jordan, come on. Like, what happened? Like, why would I do that? I don't remember anything. Da-da-da-da. We get into the house. Like, I unlock her door and stuff. The police officer's like, everything okay? Like, y'all good? We're like, yeah. She closed the door so fast. Like, she's like, what happened? Like, she remembered nothing. She said the last thing she remembered is taking that margarita. I was literally explaining to her everything that happened and like the crazy night we had. Moral of the story is, I think my friend got drugged. She was drinking less than me because she was driving. I don't know how she would have got like that. So, yeah, that was a crazy night. And the fact that it happened on Friday the 13th, I had no idea. Filing a missing persons report for my friend was not on my bingo card for 2024. And then we gonna end the year off like that? Oh, I bet you I sit down. Yeah, y'all, that was a crazy night. And 10 out of 10, don't recommend you being the person of interest for stuff like that. Because the police was looking at me funny. They was looking at me crazy. What do you mean the girl just got out the car? That's exactly what happened. I did. I cannot believe that happened.
All right. It definitely sounds like her friend was probably drugged or was taking drugs. So we can go with either one. It don't goddamn matter. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, really ladies, right? Because y'all are the ones who most of the time fall victims. Not all the time. Some niggas get drugged too, actually. I did a story and a nigga got drugged and they stole all his jewelry and all of that shit. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, be careful going out there to them clubs, and when you out there partying, always watch your drink. Shit, if you gotta go to the bathroom, ask your friend to watch that motherfucker, or shit, you never know, motherfuckers friends backdooring each other nowadays. So, I guess it just depends on the relationship with that friend. But definitely watch your drink, because that could have ended up way worse. That they could have snatched her up, took her somewhere, did something to her, anything could have happened. So if you out there drinking, be very careful. You know what I'm saying? Always keep an eye on your drink, because either somebody could slip something in there, or hey, is that true? I gotta Google that shit. Is that true that you could still put, like, well, not still, but I guess this was, maybe they took this ingredient out, but I heard that if you put Visine in somebody's drink, that it can, like, drug them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if that's still the case. Maybe they took whatever that shit was in Visine out. I don't know. I just heard that shit a long time ago. So it's not like you can just, like, look at your drink and be like, you know what I'm saying? They could squirt some of that motherfucker in there real quick. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to tell because it's, you know what I'm saying, clear liquid. But definitely be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me as always, man. Y'all know I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all, right? So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy Ray, Big Play. Peace.